Hi, I'm John Baylor, and at On to College, we help families and schools create college graduates with minimal debt. Why? All students end up with one of these three destinations. No college degree with a lot of debt, college degree with minimal debt. Got it? All students, one of three eventual destinations. No college degree with a lot of debt, college degree with minimal debt. Which do you prefer? Choose number three. Choose number three. Number three. Great choice. College grad with minimal debt. Why? The world has changed. That's right, the world has changed around us. And that college degree means more than ever. Why? Two big reasons. Two global forces you can't avoid that make skills and knowledge the product of school, high school and college, more and more important. What am I talking about? Number one, technology. Technology, machines are eliminating jobs that humans used to do. That's right, you can check yourself onto an airplane using a machine. You can check yourself out of a Walmart using a machine. There used to be people raising families, paying mortgages. 100 years ago, about 40% of U.S. jobs were in agriculture. 40% of U.S. workers were working in agriculture. Today, it's about 2 to 16%, depending on who you're asking. It's dramatically lower. Why? We're eating less. Bad guess. Machines, tractors, combines, they can take care of those crops a lot more efficiently than humans can. Machines are eliminating jobs that people used to do, and it's only hastening, it's only getting faster. Whatever we've seen to date is nothing compared to the future. Why? Intelligent machines, robots, are increasingly replacing people. In fact, an Oxford study says that 47% of U.S. professions will be automated in the next 2 decades. Let me say that again. Over the next 2 decades, according to this Oxford study, Oxford, not a bad university, it's in England, 47% of U.S. professions will be automated. You need skills and knowledge to differentiate yourself. Because eventually we'll probably have two types of people. People who can exploit, take advantage of all this technology and machines that's constantly progressing. And people vulnerable to being replaced by it. Which path do you want? Exploiting it, taking advantage of it, or being replaced by it? Machines alone transform the importance of skills and knowledge and the importance of education, everything going on K through 12, and eventually a 2 or 4 year degree, which is a reliable path to getting skills and knowledge. But there's another global force, inexpensive foreign labor. Inexpensive foreign labor. When I was leaving high school, no one from China could take my job. No one from India could take my job. Let me tell you about an entire town that's been transformed because of inexpensive foreign labor. It's called DeWitt, Nebraska. In the late 80s, they had a company called ViceGrip, those great pliers that fix anything. 800 employees a day in the late 80s would come in and work at ViceGrip in this tiny southeast Nebraska town. You can still buy ViceGrips. They're made in a city across the river from Hong Kong. Now you've got 2 huge plants, buildings available for lease in DeWitt, Nebraska. All those jobs eliminated here and replaced by inexpensive foreign workers. You see, when you have inexpensive foreign workers on top of technology, you have the 1-2 punch that is really making life difficult for those who merely have high school degrees. But those who have a 2 or a 4 year college degree with minimal debt, a 2 or a 4 year college degree should have the skills and knowledge to take advantage of technology, to take advantage of inexpensive foreign labor. You see, someone who gets a welding degree, 2 year degree at a community college, can start work, age 20, at like $35,000 a year. You're not looking for an apartment, you're looking for a house. Your roommates are helping you pay your mortgage, not your rent. And you're not scared by technology, you're excited because machines will make you more and more productive as a welder. If you get a 4 year psychology degree, maybe you're not even looking for a job. You're looking to start a company. You want to hire employees because when you can hire inexpensive forms of production through technology or foreign labor, you're thinking ownership. You're not thinking employees. My point is, don't be scared. Be motivated. Because if you can get a 2 or 4 year college degree with minimal debt, you can take advantage of these global forces rather than be vulnerable to them over the next 5, 6 decades. That's why we help create college graduates with minimal debt. Choose number 3. Now, we can't just have a 24/7 pep rally. Hey, college rocks. Because guess what? College is really pricey. Average amount of debt for a college graduate in this country is $30,000. That's like $300 a month in loan payments for 9 years. $300 a month, and when you're 25, 26, 27, 31, 32, we don't want that for you. We want you to get a 2 or 4 year college degree with minimal debt. How? How? I'll walk you through in a second how to lower the cost of college. But first, let's talk about retail sticker price. These are the kind of colleges you can look at. In-state public colleges. About the lowest retail sticker price is about $13,000. Peru, Wayne, Chadron State, and Nebraska for Nebraska residents. Up to like $31,000, $32,000 a year. Vermont, University of Michigan for their residents. Then you've got public colleges for those who aren't residents, for out-of-state people. And the cheapest you go, Peru and Chadron State, Nebraska. One rate, any state. You can be from any state. It's like $13,000 a year, everything included. Good value. Or you can be a non-resident of Vermont and go to the University of Vermont for like $50,000. A non-resident of Michigan go for like $55,000. Got it? Big ranges. And then the other option is private colleges. Private colleges, wow, they sound pricier, like $30,000 to $70,000 per year. And you can see why parents are saying, help! Here's how you lower the cost of college. So you not only become a 2 or 4 year college grad, minimal debt. Got it? Ready? Here we go. Number 1. Colleges care about the big 3. And the biggest one of all is GPA. GPA, what grades matter? Grades 9, 10, 11, and 12. I know Miss Jones loved you in 3rd grade, gave you big bear hugs. Nobody cares. It's grades 9, 10, 11, and 12. Got it? 9, 10, 11, and 12. I wouldn't let any of you go have lunch on the first day of 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th until you've signed a pledge saying, I get it, my grades matter. You're not in 8th grade anymore. Your grades in high school affect your cost of college. Because if you jack up those grades, you get to be top 10% of your class, top 25% of your class, here come the scholarships and you're not paying full price. Number 2, scores, the ACT or the SAT. Take it 4 times. Why? The higher your score, the bigger your scholarships, the lower your cost for college. Colleges typically never know and don't care how many times you take the test. Take it 4 times. ACT or the SAT, what's the big difference? The ACT has a science section, so if you dislike science, you might try the SAT. Whichever one you prefer, take it 4 times. 1.8 million people take the ACT every year, only 1.3 take the SAT every year. So the ACT is usually preferred, but again, if science is your issue, you might glance at the SAT. Prepare hard each time. OnToCollege.com. You want to max your score. Get the best in preparation. OnToCollege.com. Meanwhile, number 3 is one extracurricular skill. And they're not just looking for jocks. You can be a musician. You can be a student leader. You can be a theater stud. One extracurricular skill and market that skill. And typically, this is how it works. A 90-second video of you playing the trumpet, of you playing that sport. Pop it on YouTube, put the link on an email, attach a resume, send it to 50 softball coaches or 50 jazz band directors. And you can find examples in the On to College Platinum Guide for College, finding your best fit college at the lowest cost. Grade scores and one extracurricular, the big 3. There are 5 others, not as big a deal. Number 4, apply to at least 6 at most 16 colleges. 6 to 16 colleges. Why so many? Because you want to make sure there's some serious competition for your services. That'll make sure that you get the best financial aid offer possible. When you've got schools competing against each other for you, guess what? They get more generous. Be sure among your list of at least 6 colleges, you have a school that fits your budget. So many times there are tears senior spring because the parents and the child didn't have that honest money talk in 8th, 7th, 9th grade. When it would have been discovered that, you know what, 30 grand is too much per year. 25 grand a year may be too much. Be sure you have schools that fit your budget so that you can end up at the best school for you at the lowest cost. Too many kids follow the, it'll all work out plan. Not always. And what happens, they wanted to go to a 4-year college, they started a 2-year college. I love 2-year colleges. You get a welding degree, you get a diesel mechanic degree, fabulous. But if you want to end up at a 4-year college, it's best to start at one. Be sure you've got some that are in your budget. At least 6 to 16 colleges. Number 5, try to only work a job on weekends and vacations. The money comes with the big 3, and if you're working on a Tuesday night, it's typically at the expense of the big 3. Number 6, apply for privately offered money. Here's some great websites for you. FastAid.com. Your state probably has a good website. In Nebraska, it's educationquest.org. And of course, your counselor's website should be a trove of fabulous scholarships that local private sources are trying to give to local students. Go chase minimum 10 to 80 privately offered money. Number 7, be sure your parents talk to a qualified financial advisor as soon as possible. Maybe there are ways to make yourself look more eligible for need-based aid. There are 2 types of financial aid: merit-based aid, grade scores on one extracurricular; need-based aid. The lower your family's income, the better. If you don't have a lot of dough, that's good, because now you can qualify for all sorts of need-based aid. Talk to a financial advisor. There might be ways to make yourself more eligible. And be sure to fill out that FAFSA beginning of senior year and every year thereafter. FAFSA.gov. That's where you find the form you fill out to demonstrate your financial need, which proves, hey, we don't have a lot of dough. And if your family makes less than 80 grand a year, you're going to qualify probably for a lot of need-based aid. But take care of the big 3 so the schools are willing to give it to you. Free money, scholarships, grants. The big 3 not only affect merit-based money, but also how willing colleges are to honor your need-based aid demands. And one more thing, you might think about a gap year or a year abroad as a foreign exchange student. 10th grade and the year after high school, the gap year right before college, can be great times to go be a foreign exchange student in Paris or Montevideo or Stockholm. Great places to look at where you can make that happen are American Field Service and also Rotary Foreign Exchange Student. That's it, the big 8. So you can become a college graduate with minimal debt. Oh yeah, if you're applying to a selective college, you're going to need to write some essays and you're going to need to get some recommendations from teachers. How to do that? Right here. The OTC Platinum Guide for College, finding your best fit college at the lowest cost. You'll learn how to write essays and everything you need to find your best fit college at the lowest cost. Miscellaneous things that'll help. Number 1, stay away from knuckleheads. We become like our friends. Choose wisely. You want to become a college graduate with minimal debt. That takes some work. Make sure you surround yourself with people who are similarly focused. Number 2, study skills. Make sure you study smart. Ideally a little harder, but definitely smarter. Check out the On to College Study Skills class and our On to College test taking video. Get ready to study smarter and take tests more effectively. And help your counselor help you. The average number of students per counselor in this country is 471 to 1. You need to make sure that you're prepared when you meet with your counselor and you ask for meetings. This is an important process, making sure you win the college admissions game. Get aggressive. Help your counselor help you. That's it. We help families and schools create college grads with minimal debt. Why? Technology and inexpensive foreign labor are making life really tough for those who merely have high school diploma. They're gutting the middle-class job opportunities that our parents and grandparents had. You need real skills and real knowledge. A 2- or 4-year college degree can make that happen, but with minimal debt. Now you know why. Now you know how. Now just go do it.